This week on Addicted to the Outdoors.
This week on Addicted, the sibling rivalry continues.
Gotta be bigger than
Our twins actually shot twin bucks.
Identical.
So this year, Tuff and I are headed back to the Mirasol Ranch to try and break the tie.
I had one goal of mine, and it was to break that tie.
It's unusually warm here at the Mirasol this time of year. This is a decent looking buck, but we're just not convinced it's gonna break the tie.
And the whole time I was waiting, getting more nervous and more nervous. And at this point, I can finally say I've definitely experienced what buck fever feels like.
Born and raised by a hunting family in the swamps of Florida and shooting a bow by 8 years old, John Brunson took to hunting early. Gina grew up fishing with her father, but it was weekend hunting trips with John that put big game blood under her fingernails for the first time. Even now, with raising 6 kids and running 3 companies, John and Gina are still a fistful of dirt couple that take life by the antlers. Sound familiar? If so, pull up a stump with the Brunsons, because they are addicted to the outdoors.
This week on Addicted, the sibling rivalry continues.
Got the 8 point.
We started getting the kids in the outdoors at a pretty young age, and just like Gina and I, they got pretty competitive.
Gotta be bigger than
That's bigger than gunners.
They always want to come out with the biggest buck. I wonder who they learned that from.
He's not really big enough.
Yeah, I wonder.
Johnny's gonna be so jealous.
We've always been fair and given the kids an equal amount of hunts to get the biggest buck. And after hunting hard 2 years ago, Raven was able to take the crown at the Mirasol Ranch. There he is, babe. I see his white belly. Me and Raven had a great time, and knowing that she killed the biggest buck, and she earned it. Raven had put in the time and the effort, had worked her butt off, and she deserved, a big buck.
Then last year, Tuff went to the Mirasol to try and beat his twin sister.
There you go.
He's down. Good job, buddy. Got your big bug, big bug.
The kick crawfish is 2 right here. That's an awesome. He's got good mass too.
Yeah.
He's a nice buck. I don't know. It's gonna be
Close?
It's gonna be close. Yeah. When I said it was gonna be close, holy cow, I wasn't lying.
What's her? Identical. 143. Identical.
That's right. If you could believe it, our twins actually shot twin bucks.
It's the exact same score.
Oh my God.
Right? Jesus. Your twin sister.
I don't know how they were able to pull that off, but for the twins to shoot the same size buck sure makes for a great story.
Y'all exactly the same.
Well, I guess we are twins for that. But at least he didn't beat me.
Y'all are tied. You didn't lose, so y'all are both the champs right now.
I wish I beat you though.
So this year, Tuff and I are headed back to the Mirasol Ranch to try and break the tie. We're gonna hang out and go to Texas and have some fun. Yeah, back to Texas.
I have a lot of fun going on these hunting trips with my dad, and I was excited to get back to Mirasol Ranch.
See if we can get you a buck that breaks the tie.
Coming back to Mirasol this year, I had one goal of mine, and it was to break that tie.
All right, we made it to Texas. Finally, let's go hopefully shoot a big deer.
We hit the road and get into camp with enough time to check our gun.
Just put it on that butt and just squeeze nice and easy. Just hold about a half breath, put it on that hole and just squeeze. Well, that's a dead deer. I think you're like within an inch of the bullseye.
Your first shot's an inch above bullseye. Your second shot's a half inch right of the bullseye, and then your third was right on it. Shoot, bud.
The gun is on point, and now it was time to settle in, relax, and get ready for the next morning. It's the first morning back on the Marisol Ranch, trying to break the tie.
Cameras are formatted and ready to rock.
And the plan this morning is to go out and sit with the man himself, Robert Dolnig.
My name is Robert Dolnig, and my family owns Marisol Ranch. I'm now the third generation to come through and participate and partake in the overall management of the ranch. Yeah, several years ago, I got the privilege to meet and hunt with Jon Brunson and Raven. Raven shot a 143 and 5/8, and the next year Tuff comes in here to beat her, and it's 143 and 5/8. They tie. So this season, Tuff got to come back to try to break the tie.
How about you ready, Tuff? Ready to shoot one? Keep your eyes peeled. If we see a shooter, we might not see him for long. So we gotta be ready. Deer running around right here.
Well, it's an extremely active morning at the Marisol, which is usually the case, but unfortunately just does and small bucks, until something a little more enticing shows up.
There's a buck here. This is one of the targets. No, he's a nice buck. Yeah, he's one of them, but he's got a broke G3. Why do you think he's gonna go? Nice. Now he's broke, he's gonna be in the 30s. Yeah. I think he'd have been 40, but he's birding. Yeah, he is.
This is a decent looking buck, and if it wasn't for the broken tine, we would have to really consider taking him, but we're just not convinced he's gonna break the tie.
First morning out, we saw a few deer, some decent bucks, but it just wasn't the buck I was looking for.
We're headed back to camp after our morning hunt, and Robert gets to telling me all about his real estate company.
I've been in the ranch real estate business for 22 years now, and have put together a really unique team. We have 10 guys with over 100 years experience. When asked, why one should use Dolnig Ranches on the sell side or buy side, the answer is really three-part. First, it's results, which we can show for the last 5 years. We've been top 3 in the state of Texas. Second, I would say exposure. You've got to get properties exposure. We can get into other states, we get into other countries. Our Sotheby's affiliation is very strong. It's a very strong network. And then comfort level. You've got to be comfortable with who you choose. That reputation. We've hand-selected all of our guys. We don't just hire anybody. You've got to have someone with experience. You've got to have someone that sells, and you've got to have someone that gets you exposure.
The work they're doing is incredible, and it really is just a bunch of people doing what they love. After chatting with Robert a little bit about his real estate company, it was time for a quick lunch. And then we were off for our afternoon sit, because as I like to say, you can't kill them from camp.
Alrighty. See if we go tonight, see if we can get you a big old buck down. Obviously there's always a good chance, there's always a really good chance here. Yeah. It's warm, so, I don't know if we'll see as many deer, but obviously it just takes the one. Good news is it's day one, we got 3 days, and tomorrow morning it's supposed to be 37 degrees. So tomorrow morning is should be rocking.
It's unusually warm here at the Marisol this time of year, but if there's anywhere I know that Tuff can break this tie, it's here.
All right, buddy, so day one, after you're done. Yeah, like I said, I think we got a good shot at getting it done here. It's a little warm, a little windy, but it's day one, we got time. then we should be ready. Yeah, we got this guy with 145 or better. Yeah. That's right, man. Yeah, let's get her to let's kill him, buddy. So it's a thing of 2 tactic cams on it. Yeah. Once these a rear and a forward, you can catch that real emotion. Yeah, that's cool.
Even with this heat, the Mirasaw is still producing. And it isn't long before we have a buck pop out in front of us.
Good boy. Yeah, the right. Yeah. He's nice. He's a nice boy. He's looking, they're all looking down here. Yeah.
This is a nice buck, but he's a little young. He needs a few more birthdays.
Yeah, he's a 9. Yeah, he's pretty young. He's a good look. Yeah, he's a pretty deer. He's just starting to walk on his right.
During our evening hunt, there was a few deer that was coming out. We saw a few just walking back and forth, and then all of a sudden, my #1 hitless buck just walks right out.
Shoot it. Yep. Kill that deer. Is that the one with the spike? That's the one. It's this one. All right, get on him. I'm gonna watch him here. Let's get comfortable right now. You're zoomed up good and everything. You don't know if you zoom in too much. Do you feel like you're zoomed in enough? Yeah, it's good. Okay, you feel comfortable. Like you get right behind that shoulder. Yep. All right, he's gonna keep walking. Tuff, get on him. Okay, good. He gets to the left. Where's he at? Left side. He's left side. Okay. He's walking towards the left side. He's got his butt to you. Yep, got you.
It was really nerve-wracking during that time because he just kept walking in front of deer, behind deer, at weird angles, and I just couldn't get a shot. And the whole time I was waiting, getting more nervous and more nervous.
Okay, he's acting like he's looking at something. Just relax, relax.
And at this point, I can finally say I've definitely experienced what buck fever feels like.
Did you hit low?
You hit him.
I heard the thump.
You hit him pretty solid. We need to give him some
I think I was a little bit too in the middle.
So right when I pulled that trigger, I was really excited and nervous. And I just felt like at the very last second, I might have moved a little bit and I wasn't so sure about that shot.
The shot felt good.
Yeah, and I think it was like right where the shoulder would be to the left a little bit.
That's okay. Yeah, I think he hit him solid. It sounds like a solid thump. Yeah, we can play it back.
Sounds like Tuff had his first case of buck fever.
You know, it happens to the best of us. You have a big buck standing in front of you, and the longer you stare at him, the bigger he gets.
What do you think, man? That's your biggest buck ever. Yeah, I know. I was starting to shake, so I was like, whatever, John. That's a heck of a deer. Yeah. I want him to turn away.
We're confident that he hit the buck, but we still need to figure out where.
I think he just smoked a big, that's a very Texas deer. Man, I can't tell if it's his phone vibrating or if it's him. Oh, God. All right, perfect. Perfect. Good job, buddy. Yes, sir. Good job.
Since we're unsure of the shot, we're gonna give this buck a little time before we head out and take a look. Well, once we got down there, it's pretty obvious Tuff hit him a little further back than we would have liked.
I think we back out and let him lay up.
Yeah, a little back, man. So not the perfect shot.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can find him, boy. That's your buck right there.
For more information,
I feel so bad for Tuff. I know he's not feeling good about his shot after finding out it was a little far back.
Welcome to the stressful part, buddy. You've shot a lot of deer and a lot of animals, and you've always smoked them. It's the first animal you've ever shot that's questionable.
No matter how good you are, if you shoot enough animals, it'll happen to something.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's happened to all of us.
We go to the house, fired up on the laptop, and
Yeah, of course, the one
really look at the impact of the shot.
An hour or so.
So we get back to camp, check out the shot, and it's definitely further back than we would like. So at this point, we have a decision to make.
Either wait them out till in the morning or put a set of dogs on them.
And we decide our best option at this point is to make a call and get the dogs brought out.
Let's see if we can find your biggest buck ever.
Yeah, no, it's like, of course I messed up on that one.
If he come straight through here, of course, you know he could have turned right, left in, but he went straight into there.
Give me a few minutes with him.
No problem.
We meet it with Jeff, the dog guy, to give him the rundown. They get to work and actually jump the buck up a couple of times. And it's crazy how things work out sometimes. Because while we're standing there waiting on the trail, we hear something coming right at us.
That's him.
He had laid up out there about 50, 75 yards, and the dogs jumped him up and running right back across the road right in front of us. We were standing there in awe. Straight across where you at, Jeff? He went straight across.
Straight across.
The dogs end up chasing this buck in circles for 3 hours, and it's apparent he just has too much life left in him. The good thing is he never jumped the fence off the property, so we know he'll be in this area. Now the plan is to back out, leave the buck alone, give him the night to settle down, and see if we can't get back on him in the morning.
We're gonna go walk and cover some ground. Like I said, right now the good news is he made 2 big circles last night in 3 hours with the dogs, and he just went back to the same spot. So he's either laying in there hurting real bad or he's dead.
We head out there and walk in a grid system to try and find this buck. After searching for several hours, we just weren't having any luck. You know, I know Tuff was really bummed, and you know, even me, I was at this point thinking, man, we're probably not gonna find this deer. So we're gonna head back to camp, and really the plan was just try and figure out what our next move was.
And we get 300 or 400 yards on the other side of that tank, and we turn the corner, and we see one buzzard just kind of flying around, not doing much, just kind of floating around there. And we stopped and we looked at each other and said, oh, you know, I think we all just look.
Now, typically seeing one buzzard is, you know, we normally wouldn't really check that. But, you know, with this being Tuff's probably his biggest buck, seeing the disappointment on his face, we really were willing to exhaust any options we had.
Got out in there, 50, 60 yards, and lo and behold, there he was, laying there. Good job.
Oh,
there he is, look at
It's
that.
beautiful.
Taffy. Oh, well, hey, Coyote's got him, but that's not unusual.
They saved us, I don't know.
Oh my gosh. That's a beautiful buck, Tuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting into big boy country now. You're starting to kill the big boys. Look at the mass.
Yeah, I know, it goes all the way out.
Oh my God.
Good job, man. Good job. Yes, sir.
You're golly, man. Give me a hug. Glad we found him. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
thank you.
take a guess here that I think you might have beat the tie.
Maybe not.
Yeah, you might have smashed the tie, dude.
Probably.
Look at that.
I'm so happy for Tuff. I know the roller coaster of emotions he went through from last night until now, and the excitement he's feeling is amazing.
We get the buck loaded up and we are all really excited. One, that we found the buck. Everyone was just so excited that we actually found the buck. The other is we were pretty certain this was gonna break the tie. So we still had to bring him back to camp and measure him to see exactly where Tuff stands.
Oh, we found him, baby! Look at it, he was wet. He was wet.
Oh, what a stud.
Now it's time to see if Tuff broke the tie.
Oh my gosh.
That was awesome.
Oh, dude, there's an incher. They got a little incher there, everybody. Don't be shorting us an inch.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna get you that. Yeah. Hey, 153.
Oh! What's up, Tuff?
Hey,
153.
We broke it.
Good job, bud. Good job. You broke the record by 10 inches, man. Stepping up at the big boys' land.
Well, it looks like the kids have a new record to beat.
We were able to get it done. He shot a beautiful deer, scored 153 and 4/8. So, Jon was just so excited, as we all were. Big brother wins. So stay tuned to see if we'll have Raven come back to try to get that record.
This is a huge step up for Tuff. Making our kids shoot smaller bucks and work their way up. For him finally to break into the 150s, I mean, that's not an easy thing to do. But I'm sure it's only a matter of time before one of the other kids steps up to dethrone him.